Hello and welcome to the final episode of season 3 of the Entrepreneur's Anchor. I'm your host, Naveen Kumar Selvaraj. What a journey it has been. We started this season with a simple theme, the integrated entrepreneur. How do we take the anchor from season 1 and the flexible steel from season 2 and actually live it? How do we do the work? Today, I want to tie it all together and leave you with one final clear invitation, right? So, we began our journey with pillar one, the integrated habits. We learned that all this isn't just about hustle, but about creating space. We started with the Homer Simpson effect, realizing that waking up early isn't only about doing more work, but rather getting more peace into our lives. We learned the power of the silent walk, and we explored the NS effect, the sword of Damocles, learning to identify and strengthen the string of our business through various habits and systems. Then we moved on to pillar two, which is integrated health, deep internal work to be precise. We held a masterclass and found our inner CEO, learning the how to of witness consciousness through our TV screen meditation, the one on the conveyor belt. We put that CEO to work to find the power of closure by letting go of the what if fantasies that haunt us. And finally, we moved into pillar three, which is integrated purpose. This is where we express our anchor in the world. We learn from the Ramayana on how to become an unshakable leader and moving on to taking the wise pause to free ourselves from slavery of praise and insults. We found the fuel for this journey in the dignity of the process, learning from Bill Porter to celebrate small incremental wins. And then we moved on to define our philosophy of wealth with the stealth millionaire, realizing our fortune is a loan from time that we must repay with the wisdom of humility. In fact, I must say, thank you for whoever tuned in and listened to that episode. I actually had maximum hits and downloads and streams on that one episode alone. If you haven't heard it, go back and look up The Stealth Millionaire, episode 8 of the season 3, right? Uh, Moving on, we honor the human anchor, that is our partners and family who stand by us for our immeasurable values. And then later on in episode 10, we made this critical identity shift from an ego driven owner to the salaried boss, learning to treat our business as a separate living entity that we serve rather than possess. And last week, we found our true eternal identity. We are not our failures, we are not has been. A lion is always a lion, fueled by the priceless, unconquerable power of hope. And with that, our 3 season arc is complete. Season 1 was about being, finding your why. Season 2 was about becoming, building your resilience. And season 3 is all about doing, integrating your anchor with your daily life. You now have the full framework. You have the philosophy, you have the personal stories, and you have the practical daily exercises. You have all the tools that we can possibly package in this podcast. The journey from here now is about using them. It's about the daily moment to moment choice to be the inner CEO, to take that wise pause whenever required, to repay your loan with wisdom, and to see yourself as the lion. This podcast, I hope, has been the why and the what. It's the anchor. And as I have received so much wonderful feedback, many of you have asked about the how to apply this one on one to your specific, unique, and often chaotic entrepreneurial dream. So I want to end our season with a very simple, clear invitation. Our journey on this podcast is just one part of the work. If you are an entrepreneur who wants to go deeper and implement these systems one on one, or if you are a leader who wants to bring this powerful message of a human anchor or the Lions identity to your leadership team or your next event, I invite you to connect with me. I have set aside a part of my time to do this work through one on one mentoring, through public speaking, both online and offline. And this is how I'm repaying my loan with wisdom that I have acquired over the years. Mind you, this isn't a course, it's a conversation, it's a partnership. If you are ready to go deeper on your journey to becoming an integrated entrepreneur, I invite you to visit www.naveenkumars.com. Use the tools, read the musings, connect with me. I would be honored to hear from you. Uh, the last few years have been a masterclass in unlearning for me. I've had to strip away the noise and focus on what actually builds stability in a storm. I decided to consolidate these lessons not into a portfolio of wins, but rather into a repository of tools. And that's exactly the reason why I did this, setting up my entire website, which houses my journey from ad hoc services to providing engineering and commissioning as a service, my musings, my mentoring services, my speaking experiences, and of course, the Entrepreneurs Anchor Wisdom AI chatbot, which I've created, which combines modern strategy with the wisdom of the Gita, Tirukural, Bible, and the Quran. Do check it out. It's at teabot.naveenkumars.com. So, more importantly, what I want to say is thank you. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me this season and the seasons before. Thank you for your honest feedback, for the stories, and for doing this work. The feedback you shared from season two, like calling it inspiring, insightful, some of you said that it touched you on a personal level. That is the fuel that made this season possible. I'm very grateful for this community. And as always, please follow or subscribe if you haven't. And if this 12 episode journey in season 3 has meant something to you, the greatest thank you can give is to share this podcast with any entrepreneur who's trying to find their anchor in the storm. As always, I am Naveen Kumar Selvaraj. Until we meet again, stay grounded, keep building with purpose, and remember, your spirituality is your greatest asset. Thank you for listening. See you soon.